Welcome from sunny San Antonio. Today we're going to look at why I failed VA math. Okay. Some housekeeping things first. This is a presentation from the San Antonio Coalition of Veterans and Families. Our mission, immediate assistance for homeless veterans. Please feel free to hit the like button or subscribe to our channel. Presenter and content, me, Bob Kosel. In grade school, I did simple math. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, and on and on and on. Why doesn't this work in the VA? Why do I have trouble with VA math? An example. The following is an example of VA math. 60 plus 40 should equal 100. But in the VA, a veteran who has a 60% and a 40% service connection is only considered 80% service connected. What happened? Why doesn't it work? VA math. In VA math, a whole person is worth 100 or 100%. A 60% service connection is 60% of that 100 or 60%, with a 40% remainder to be considered. A 40% service connection, the second one of the remaining 40%, is 16 or 16%, which is rounded to the nearest 10, an addition of 20%. So when I add my two service connections together, my 60 and my 40, it only turns out to be 80%. It's the 60% plus the 20%. So that looks like it's doable. What's the problem? The math glitch often comes when there are more than two service connections. Individuals make the mistake of using the rounded numbers versus the raw data. For example, in our 60-40, where the veteran is 80%, for a third number, we start at the pre-rounded 76%. And already my head is spinning and my eyes are glazed because this is the stuff I didn't like doing in school. So where do all these come from? In 38 CFR, Code of Federal Regulations, Chapter 4, Part 25, the combined rating tables lays all this out so a person could methodically work through it, but it's complicated. Okay. What if I don't want to work that hard? I want to work smart, not hard. Well, there are calculators online that can help you. And I've put about the easiest one to use in the QR code. So to use this calculator, first of all, you lay out your service connections from largest to smallest and input the disabilities in order into the calculator. Very easy. Just put it in and it calculates automatically what your combined rating is. Can't beat that. What if I don't know my ratings? Well, yearly you get a letter from the VA if you're service connected. You can look at your most recent claim letter from regional office, or you can go on va.gov and look at your current rating and service connections. Again, you just need to know the numbers for the calculations. Then what? I've done all that. I found out that my percentage of service connections. What's the next step? You can review your case with a veteran service officer. And what are you looking for? Well, you're trying to determine if all your ratings are up to date. They may be correct, but your condition may have changed and may have gotten worse. You want to see if there's any secondary conditions that might apply to your case. So what's a secondary condition? Your service connected for diabetes and suddenly you're having problems with your eyes, your vision secondary to the diabetes. Those kinds of things would be rateable also. And determine if you have any additional diagnosis to consider. You know, your service connected for burn pit, Camp Lejeune, Agent Orange, that have a list of presumptives. Maybe you have a new diagnosis that would fall into that. So I've gone through all that. I've done my due diligence. I used the calculator. I looked up my rating in va.gov. What's next? If you've done all that, it's time to take a break. All right. Hope that made things simple. At least give it a try. And thank you for joining us. Again, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Have a good day.